when you look at the data, whether it's a SOFI report, whether it's African Union Biennial Review report, the indicators seem to show that our target will be unmet. But there are many reasons why the targets are unmet. One of the reasons is like the financing of the implementation of those strategies. Sometimes you can have a good strategy, you can even have the financing, and then you come at the country level or at the regional level, and you find out that you have a lack of a systemic capacity to implement. So when you look at Malabo, Malabo has 7 commitments, and one is on production productivity, one is on access to market, one is on resilience, one is on eliminating hunger, that's where you have the food, nutrition and food security, one is on accountability. So that's why now when we talk about food systems and all those kind of things, Africa was already way behind that thinking. In 2014 already we were thinking system, because we brought all those issues together. We started talking about ICT, rural transformation, etc., etc. So Malabo has helped basically to widen the scope and address so multifaceted issues and bring the issue of multisectorality into the discussion. Although Malabo already was bringing sectorality, but also there was some limitation because we didn't bring the issue of health, social protection, and the other domains. So now the head of state are saying in the next decade, let's again basically widen the scope of the agriculture, of the policy to include now what they call food system, to embrace the food system approach. So I think that's going to be a new innovation. The second one also that I think is going to be an innovation is the issue is to take advantage of all the new technologies, the digitalization, the precision agriculture, the drones, etc., etc. I think all those kind of things will come to play into the next decade. The third thing also that will be very, very important is that now before climate issue and food issue were seen as two parallel things operating independently. But now, even at the global level, the two issues are merging. So once the policy is anchored within the national budget cycles, it means countries are prioritizing them, they are putting resources in it. So once they put the resources, that's the domestic resources. So when they start putting their own domestic resources into it, now this create this can trigger a mechanism where now an enabling environment is created for the private sector to come to invest. The second thing that could be done also, you have so many innovative financing instruments that are available. So the government should create also the conducive environment for those instruments to be able to be deployed. Because sometimes it's not the lack of the resources that is there, it's not the lack of the instrument, it's just the enabling environment that is not conducive to that. When we come to implementation, the Zero Coalition could do many things. One, they can be on the advocacy side and support basically the adoption and the popularization and the domestication of the agenda. They can also support the implementation by helping mobilizing resources to accompany the country. They could also help find out basically different instruments that could be where people do not have access to, and make sure that people are knowledgeable about those instruments and they can access to those instruments in terms of implementation.